Hi, Bobby here, and today's lick is based around the G Diminished Half-Whole scale, but played over a dominant 7th chord and still incorporating some of that blues tonality, but with a kind of outside flavour. Now, the diminished scale, the half-whole scale, and the diminished whole half scale, that's a very kind of deep study in itself, but the diminished scale is a symmetrical scale, so it can be used for an outside sound over your dominant 7 tonality. Sounds great if you're kind of just, you know, vamping away on a G7 chord, for example, and it's what's known as a symmetrical scale. I want to show you the lick in isolation because this is, I don't want to kind of go, you know, beyond the realms of this this lick tutorial by giving you a really kind of deep analysis of the diminished scale. I will do that on my website at some point, but there are some, you encounter quite a lot of symmetrical, or you encounter quite a lot of symmetry. For example, you know, what is what's good enough for the G string will also work on the high E string. Different notes, but the same pattern. And all I was doing in that lick, I was kind of exploiting that. When I went to the B string, I was sticking within the, I was going back to the blues tonality, root minor third, with that blues bend. But on the G string, it was, you know, kind of this outside diminished sound. And then I was playing a very similar or an identical figure, but different notes on the high E. Back, and then resolving back to the root and then sliding down to the 6th there, or the major 6th. So, you know, with these outside ideas, it's important to rein them back into kind of chord tones, and, you know, to bring them back in key. Otherwise, you know, you stay outside for too long, then you're going to get cold, aren't you? So I start out by bending on the bending up a half step on the 9th fret on the G string, and then I've got this a slide up to 10, slide back down to 9, pull off to 8, slide down to, sorry, pull off to 7, sorry, slide down to 6, slide back up to 7, and then hammer on to 9. So these are the notes we're using. Hopefully you got that. So one more time, it's bend up half a step on 9, slide, so release the bend and slide up to 10, slide back down to 9, pull off to 7, slide down to 6, back up to 7, and then hammer on to 9. And then I go across to the this G note on the 8th fret of the B string, and then I slide up 3 frets to our minor third on the 11th fret on the B string. You want to tease that slightly sharp for that bluesy sound. And then I do exactly the same thing on the high E. Same figure, different notes, same frets though, and then back down to 8 on the B string, and then I slide down to the 5th fret, so 8, slide down to 5, so 3 and 4 and 3 and. So it's got that kind of outside and then bringing it back in type thing going on, and that's what's really good about the diminished half-whole scale. Very, very useful for an outside sound over a dominant vamp. So hopefully you found that useful. Thanks very much for watching and for tolerating my breakdown of things like this. 'Cause sometimes, you know, with these licks, it's not until you break them down you realise kind of how difficult they are, and sometimes you kind of second guess yourself. So yeah, thanks for putting up with that, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit subscribe. And if you're looking for an online blues course, here's a quick word about my website. See you next time. Cheers. If you've ever wanted to play the blues with all the emotion of your favourite guitarists, or if you're keen to join in a jam night and just need a bit more confidence, Absolute Blues Guitar has you covered. We offer an immersive course, and whether you're a beginner or an experienced player, we're committed to making an authentic blues guitarist out of you. Everything we teach is broken down note for note, written out in tab and standard notation, and accompanied by high quality backing tracks. We give you all the tools you need to play classic blues and beyond. There really is nothing missing. My name's Bobby Harrison, I'll be your teacher, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you inside.